I heard Chrissy just say blazing sun in your face. You may have gotten a little too much blazing sun in your face this weekend. Dr. Richard Chaput is back with us in studio. You're here. I love it. For the best steps to treat those sunburns, Dr. Chaput, good morning and happy Monday to you.
Good morning. Happy Monday to you too, Charlie.
You like swoop in with your little Dr. Superhero cape to help take that, the burn off, because I think there was one time in my life I got a sunburn. It did not feel good.
No, not at all. Exactly. And the problem at Charlie with sunburns is you don't really expect it. You're outside. We live in a very cool climate. It's windy, not really that hot and humid. So we're out and we're not really used to sunscreen or thinking about the sun. And unfortunately, sunburns are a real problem that kind of sneaks up on us.
I've heard that myth, and tell us if this is true or not, that it's almost when those clouds are up and it is that overcast,
yes,
it's almost magnifying those rays even more.
And I think part of it, Charlie, is people are still used to the concept, well, it's cloudy out, I don't really need any kind of sunscreen. And as we've talked about before on the show, ultraviolet rays penetrate through the sun as easily on a beautiful day like today.
Well, if you're a parent, if your kids go in the pool and they come out and it's cloudy and you still see those tan lines, that should be evidence right there.
Exactly, yeah, and that's the time to put the sunscreen on early on.
Okay, so you're waking up this morning, you were out at the beach all day, you were outside, and now you're starting to notice the red. Where is it? Usually on the shoulders?
It's any exposed areas, the arms, the shoulders, the tip of the nose, the ears, the back of the neck are really common areas, and that's a sign again that you've had sun damage. We notice one of the things I think that's important for us all to remember is that when we get out and initially get sun exposure and we get a little bit of a tanning going on, that indicates sun damage, and that your body has already put out melanin to protect it. It's almost like a little bit of a built-in sunscreen, if you will.
Okay.
And if you pick that up early on and say, gosh, I need to get out of here, I need to get sunscreen reapplied, that's good, but a lot of us don't. We say, oh, getting a little tan, that feels good, I'm well, and you forget to reapply that, and that's when the sun damage occurs. That's when you start getting sunburn.
The redness, that swelling, that stinging, that's when you know that it's really damaged.
Exactly, and that's the time not only to reapply your sunscreen, but really get out of the sun and limit those activities at that point, because if you continue to stay in the sun, at that point you can go from what we call a early first degree sunburn, which is just the redness, to actually some blistering, which is more serious.
Okay, so if you're watching this morning and you're like, uh-oh, okay, I'll do it next time,
right,
but you're in that pain waking up today,
right.
What are some things that you can do this morning to help just minimize it?
Sure, so Charlie, some of the simple home remedies would be things like, taking like a cold shower or a cold bath. You can use towels as well. And don't forget the importance of moisturizers, because we lose a lot of our body's water. 60% of us are made up of water anyway, and so it allows us to maintain moisture. But in addition to that, we want to add some sort of a moisturizer to our skin, and there are different types of moisturizers that we can use. Aloe is a good one.
Is that what's in front of you right now?
Yeah, this is what's in a bottle form, aloe vera form, which you can apply. And this is actually the plant, the aloe plant. So you can cut it and just take a small amount of that and just rub that or apply that into your skin.
Can
Sure.
I see a plant? This is interesting.
Isn't it cool?
Because the aloe, I've heard, they have a lot of healing properties.
They
even
do.
You can even drink the juice in here.
And it really, what it does more than anything, Charlie, is it actually prevents you from losing your moisture and keeps the skin nice and moist. Now, one of the things that you don't really necessarily want to use would be a Vaseline or petroleum-based product.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that could be more irritating to the skin. Actually can trap heat, so it could make it even more uncomfortable for you. So you're better to use something like an aloe vera, calamine lotion. Other people will even a soy milk-like product, applying that to the skin, or a soy-based moisturizer.
Okay.
Those are all helpful.
Do taking any other type of the pain relievers work if you're really, really in pain?
Really does help, and probably the best are the NSAIDs. Any kind of a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory, and there are many different ones out there. They tend to reduce the inflammation, because what happens with sun exposure is sun damage, and the body sends its inflammatory cells in, and that's what creates the pain. And so taking an NSAID of one of those various varieties will reduce the inflation and reduce the pain.
And when you skin starts to peel, and I'll be
don't peel it. Don't peel it. No, everybody. It's almost you can't help but do that. And you can irritate it more. And like even the blisters, you do not want to pop blisters at all, because if you pop a blister, you're likely to hurt a lot more. Remember, there are fluids the body creates that is protecting the skin. So if we pop one of those blisters, maybe for a moment we say, oh, we popped it, it's great. Problem is we'll get pain with that, and there's a chance for infection. So we really want to avoid that. Say if you have a blister and it has popped, what do you do in that situation? Well, you want to apply an antibiotic ointment and put something like a non-adherent Telfa-like padding over that area until it heals.
And to avoid all of that,
sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. So if you're going to go outside, apply your sunscreen about 20 minutes before you go outside. Don't forget the exposed areas, the tip of the nose, the ears, the back of the neck, areas that we oftentimes forget. You want to wear sunglasses because obviously we can't wear sunscreen for our eyes. And make sure if you're going to be outside, you want to go into during that 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. where the sun is the strongest. You want to go either early in the morning or later in the afternoon. And don't forget there's clothing that has built-in sunscreen in it that can be helpful.
Yeah, so much you can do to protect your skin. Dr. Chaput, good to see you.
Great seeing you, Shalini. Thank you.